Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps each of us feels a sting in our hearts when hearing the words school bullying. Because schools, places meant to nurture dreams and youth, sometimes become grounds for pain, humiliation, and irreparable loss. Today, let us revisit a heartbreaking story that unfolded in Thanh Hoa province, where an 11th grade student, after being bullied by his classmates, unintentionally took the life of another student. A tragedy born from immaturity, silence, and the emotional gaps in our education system. This is not just the story of one school, but a warning for all of us, a reflection of what happens when respect, empathy, and life skills are not taught early enough. That morning in Thanh Hoa was overcast, clouds hanging low in the sky. At a high school on the outskirts of the city, a physical education class was underway. During warm-up, two male students, one in 12th grade, the other in 11th, accidentally bumped into each other and exchanged heated words. It seemed trivial at first, a few teasing remarks, but both boys felt offended. Teenage emotions flare easily. Pride, ego, and the cheering of classmates turned a small misunderstanding into something bigger. A conflict that didn't end in the schoolyard but carried over to after class. At noon, when the school gates opened, a group of 12th graders gathered near a gas station a few hundred meters away. They wanted to talk things out with the 11th grader. Some said they were there to make peace, others said they'd teach him a lesson. Soon, taunts and challenges filled the air. A few took out their phones to record, others just watched. No one stepped in. The 11th grade boy was pushed against a wall, grabbed by his shirt, beaten, and surrounded by shouts, fear, humiliation, panic, all compressed into a few unbearable seconds. Then, he pulled a small folding knife from his bag. One quick motion, and everything went silent. The 12th grader fell to the ground, clutching his neck, blood spreading across the pavement. Screams broke out. Some ran, others called for help, but when the ambulance arrived, it was too late. One student was gone, the other stood frozen, hands trembling, unable to comprehend what had just happened. The tragic news spread quickly. The entire school was in shock. Many students burst into tears when they heard that their classmate didn't survive. Teachers, parents, and local residents were stunned, unable to believe that a small quarrel between two teenagers could end so horribly. One family lost their child, the other lost their son to prison. Two homes, two heartbreaks, all because of a single moment of uncontrolled anger. The police immediately launched an investigation. The school held an emergency meeting, working with parents and authorities to calm the situation. Students were given counseling and warned not to share videos or images of the incident online. Yet, public outrage continued to grow. Thousands of comments appeared across social media. How could something like this happen? Why didn't teachers see the signs? Why did a student carry a knife to school? Questions kept coming, but deep down, everyone knew this tragedy wasn't caused by one person alone. It was the result of many things we've neglected for too long. First, school bullying is no longer uncommon. It can be a mocking word, a contemptuous look, a slap in the restroom, or isolating someone in class. All of these leave scars, not only on the body but deep in the heart. Second, today's youth lack conflict resolution skills. Many choose silence, endure it, or lash out with violence. No one teaches them that stepping back doesn't mean weakness, it means self-control. Third, social media makes everything worse. Videos of fights or funny bullying clips spread like entertainment. When violence becomes content that gets attention, it plants the idea that fighting earns respect. Fourth, there's a growing disconnect between schools and families. Teachers are overworked, parents are busy, and students live in their own worlds. Warning signs, like a student carrying a weapon or posting dark messages online, often go unnoticed. And finally, our education system focuses on knowledge but lacks emotional education. No one teaches students how to say, "I'm sorry," "I forgive you," or "I'm hurting." So when conflicts arise, bottled up emotions explode, and violence becomes the only reaction they know. After the incident, schools across the country began holding discussions about school violence. Teachers and students started to talk, to listen, to understand, and to heal. Because sometimes, one timely conversation can prevent a tragedy. We can't turn back time, but we can start to change. Today, every adult, every teacher, every parent should take a moment to ask their child, "Are you happy? Is anyone at school making you feel bad?" Simple questions, yet they can pull a child back from the edge. The story in Thanh Hoa is more than a crime. It's a mirror reflecting the reality of modern schools, where pressure, pride, and loneliness quietly coexist in every classroom. Let us remember, education is not only about teaching knowledge, but teaching humanity. Never let another child lose their youth because of a moment of anger. may the departed rest in peace. May those who remain learn forgiveness and grow wiser, and may our schools, the places we trust with our future, once again be safe havens filled with laughter, lessons, and dreams. Thank you for staying with us until the end. If you found this story meaningful, please share it to spread the message. End school bullying, it starts with each of us.